Beekeeper here. This is going to be our last beekeeping episode for 2017. Why, you ask? Well, we had a disturbing development a couple days ago. Sunday morning I was in here doing a inspection. It was 2 weeks in between inspections. The last inspection prior to this last inspection, everything seemed pretty decent. Appeared decent, but looks can be deceiving. I got in here a couple days ago and realized there were some serious issues. Now, if you remember, I keep this hive here just kind of out. There's old frames in here and whatnot. Other bees come and go as they kind of clean things up out of here. And I figure if a swarm comes through the neighborhood, maybe they'll find that and I can get myself an easy colony. But this is the box, the second box that was on. You see it's been here a couple days and the ants have already found it. This is the second box that was on the hive, and I've removed it, and let me show you what I've come across, which is disturbing. We're going to go into the hive here shortly, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what my treatment options are, which are not good. So let me get you set up here. Damn the ants. But we'll take care of that here in just a minute. I'll be right back. I have what I believe is a Foulbrood. American Foulbrood, probably. I don't know that for sure without sending it out and getting it checked. And Foulbrood is a bacteria that affects your hive, and it kills the new to 3 day old, 0 to 3 day old larvae, and it turns them into jelly and they die inside. This is a brood panel, and it is, you see how it's dark and it's dead. It should be nice and rich and golden and not have these sunken caps. That right there is an indicator that you've got some issues on a brood panel. When they turn dark like this, they're not that golden yellow and they sink in. These have been sitting out here for a couple days. So let me see if I can show you what's going on here. You know, you get stuff like the head of a bee protruding, never fully emerging. You get these little holes. You see the holes that are perforated, that have been chewed open. And then, last but not least, let's see if I can get you anything. This might have already dried out. Oh no, look at that. This is how you test for American Foulbrood. You do this pull test. You see how it turns the larva, which should be nice and white and pretty. The rope test turns it into this ropey mucosa. That's a bee larva that has been affected by this bacterium, this Foulbrood bacterium. And unfortunately there's no real cure for it. Well, there is no cure for it. And it affects and will kill the entire hive. Look at this one. Yeah, and this happened really quickly. It doesn't smell. There's not, usually there's supposed to be kind of a putrid raw meat smell. And I've smelled that smell before in the past, but this one didn't smell. See, but those little those little ropey snot rails. Yeah. So, what's the cure? Well, the cure is you can come through and try to fiddle-faddle around with strong chemicals and whatnot. But then you got strong chemicals in your yard. You can burn all these frames, and then some people say you can sterilize the hives themselves with heat. You come through and torch and burn the inside, but you know what? The problem with that is I don't want strong chemicals in my yard. I don't want that. they're not 100% effective. And if you don't kill all the bacteria, you risk creating drug-resistant bacteria, and I don't want that. And secondly, if you dilly-dally around with heat, and let's say you miss some, see, this is all pretty much dried out now, but this is all brood, it's supposed to be, and they're all dead and snotty. Look at them all. If you miss a little bit of bacteria and you put a new colony inside an infective hive, you've just wasted your time. So fortunately, as timing would have it, I'm going up to grab the Suburban this weekend, and I'm gonna bag all this stuff up. Everything gets bagged up and deleted. Anything that could potentially have a wax contact, including my tools and my gloves. The gloves are leather, so I can't really wash those and get all the wax out of it. The beekeeping suits I'm going to wash in extra hot water and bleach, and that'll kill that. But all this is going to get bagged up. We're going to take it up to the ranch and burn it in a pile. But let's go on inside the hive. I'll show you, compare this to the last video, and you'll see the difference. So we'll be right back. I'll use this one. So here we are. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's in the high 50s, maybe even cracked over 60 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Why I tell you that is they should be teeming. The bees have had, because this is an eastward facing hive, it's had the sun now for an hour and a half. They should be warmed up enough to where we have just a team of bees coming and going. We do not. And I've noticed a couple random ants walking around the face of the hive, which tells me the hive is weak, which tells me the hive is dying. It's not a good one. Yeah, there should be just dozens and dozens, if not thousands. I mean, there just should be a constant flow of bees in and out of here. Unfortunately, I got to burn that nuke as well, because I leave it open, again, in case a swarm happens to come by. But other bees do come and go out of there, because I keep old, stinky, dirty frames in there, and they occasionally will go in there. So if they had bacterium on their feet and they've been in there, that has the risk of potential contamination as well. And they say the bacterium, the Foulbrood bacterium, can stay viable for up to 40 years. That's 40. Crazy. Now, the real sad part is that this hive is infected. All these bees have the bacterium on their feet at this point, and that's how they spread it around the hive. As they go and clean out cells and they go and care for the eggs, the bacteria mixes in with the food that the eggs are being given. And if I just shake this hive out and let the bees out, they're going to go find another colony, potentially. All it takes is one or two of them to go find another colony to hang out with, and if they have the bacteria on their feet, they'll kill that colony too. So unfortunately, these bees are all going to get destroyed when everything gets burned. Tonight, when the sun goes down, we're leaving for the ranch. I'm going to pick Skippy up here shortly. Well, not shortly. I'm going to pick Skippy up on the way up to the ranch. But when it gets dark, I'm going to flip this entry restrictor around to block them in, bag this thing up, throw it in the back of the truck. Everything's coming up to the ranch. Everything will get deleted up there. And unfortunately, the bees have to go as well. So that bums me out. 2017 is done. I'm not even going to try to reestablish. I've got to rebuild. I got to rebuild all new hives and everything. So let me go ahead and get suited up, take you guys along. Let's look inside and I'll show you the decimation of American foulbrood. Yeah. See, we've had evidence of wax moths in here. The problem could be if a wax moth, because wax is where the foulbrood is, where it lives and thrives. If a wax moth carries it into the other hive or into a new hive, yeah, they've been in here. Just getting burned. It's all gonna go. Everything that has potential contact with beeswax or the beehive is out. Sorry, ladies. Now actually today I can smell. Something doesn't smell right. They've made no attempt at filling these empty frames with anything. Yeah. The adults are not affected by the bacterium. It only affects the babies, the eggs, 0 through about 3 or 4 days. And the problem is that they can't repopulate their hive. See, here's what we've got going on here. Let me make sure the queen is not on this one. Take a look here, what you see. We have cells that have these little chew marks here. See how that cell there is turned brown. These are starting to turn brown, which means I guarantee the larvae are dead inside. Look at that. Foulbrood. The poor little larvae are supposed to be pretty and white, but instead they dead. See the brown in here as well. So yeah, so this brood's dead here. Dead hive walking. Excuse me, ladies. And like I said, there's not a thing I can do with the bees, because if they have any of the bacteria on their bodies, look at that, all dead. Any of that bacteria on their body will be transferred to a new hive. All dead. Let's see if the queen's on here. I don't want to shake her loose because I don't want them thinking they got to go somewhere else. Let's see here. But yeah, you come through here, it smells like rotten meat right now. But you can see the sunken in caps, the discoloration. We'll do this little rope test here. We just have dead brown snot mucus. Oh, sorry, lady. Okay, we're going to close this one up. Then I'm not going to look for anything else. It is what it is at this point. So I gotta go. Well, that's that. see that? That suicidal bee just stung me in the eyeball. Well, not in the eyeball, but just under the eye. One bee, random. Ah, little turd. All right, I get you. You're pissed. I just got stung on the leg. Come on now. Come on now. You want a box? Come on. I got 3 of them right now around me. Cut it out. I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead and sting me and get over with it. All right, the bees are getting their final. So far I've been stung under the eye, in the ankle, and on the hand. And I'm not even at their hive yet. Okay, I'll admit, I'm not cool. Got stung on the arm. I had to put my hat on, or my veil on. See, they're still around me. Yeah, they're pretty mad. I'm sorry. Can I take it off? Watch. I'm gonna get blasted. I don't enjoy getting stung. Not my first hobby of choice, but it happens. It's funny when people ask me, have you ever been stung? I said, well, does a carpenter get splinters? And I fall into both of those categories. It's just gonna happen. Okay. Yeah. Carrying on. Hey man, you are really being diligent. Good stuff. Oh, got hit. Damn it. Okay, I'm sure somebody's taking great pleasure in this. Just got stung in the face. It's awesome. All right, and then after dark tonight, just before I'm ready to head out of town, I'll bag up the hive. That's all I have left. And then that's it. Strike the set, call it a wrap. 2017 is done, and maybe 2018. You never know where I'll be or what'll happen bee-wise. So, gotta go, gotta run. See ya. That makes me sad. Still humming? The bees right in the center. Alright, we will return to this evening. well, this is it. Many years of hard work is reduced down to a pile of rubble, screen bottom board. This is the screen bottom board for the nuke. Those are the old roofs. Stand downwind, buddy. This should be the other full-size screen bottom board. That's it. Everything else is ash. Oh, that's lovely. Good times. All right. Well, haha, that's a good sight. Take this stuff home. What's out here? What's this? Is that part of me? No.